Well, I must admit that this virus had an impact on us because we are told to avoid crowded places, but pretty much anything can be a crowded place. So, for instance, no public transportation, no restaurants, no gyms, no cinemas, no theaters, and so on. So, for instance, I can tell you what's happening to me. My company has allowed all of us to work from home so that we don't have to take the train to work and we don't have to go to work to meet with many other people. So our lives have been completely turned upside down in very few days. Schools are closed, so parents have their kids at home. And for instance, myself, I can't go to work. So I have to wake up in the morning and start working from home, which is much different because also keep in mind that we are all working from home. So if I have to say something to anybody in my company, I have to call him either on the phone or on Skype. So it's a massive impact on our lives.
What about the tourism sector? How much of a blow has this been on Italy, which is a huge tourist population? Are tourists taking these warnings and the precautions seriously, as far as you can tell?
Well, as far as I can tell, I've heard on the news that also this has been a big impact on our economy. And actually, I don't know what to think because many people go on saying that Italy is safe, but how can I say that Italy is safe if it's not safe for me first? So I don't have a clear vision on that. I don't have the numbers, but I would say it's a pretty difficult situation. If I were a tourist, I wouldn't be coming to Italy these days, at least for this whole month.
Wow. Now, what kind of precautions, safety measures are you and your family personally taking? I mean, I know you're teleworking, you're avoiding large crowded areas, but do you find yourself washing your hand all the time and basically avoiding touching anyone?
Well, actually, yes. Like instructions we've been given is also not to hug, not to handshake. And me personally, I'm staying home most of the time because I'm not going out to go to work. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to concerts. I rarely go to restaurants, like once a week, maybe on the weekend, and you find nobody there. So I don't find myself washing hands very often during the day, but if I couldn't be working from home and I actually had to go to work outside, I probably would. And I think that people who can't work from home are actually doing that most of the times.
And are you, generally speaking, satisfied with how the government has handled this crisis in Italy?
Well, I think that first off, we must say that at the beginning, of course, mistakes were made because people from China were not quarantined for enough time because otherwise, I mean, that's the only explanation for the virus having spread. But having said that, I think that these days they're giving information in a very clear and straightforward way. I think that a lot of people complain that they are late giving information, but I don't think they are because, of course, it takes time to study numbers and to take decisions and not to rush them. So somebody is not happy with what they are doing, but to me they are. But I would like to add one point. I think that among the information channels, there's a lot of noise because there are like very well-known doctors, very famous people who are giving different opinions and different versions, and this scares people because we don't know who to trust.
Understood. Well, I really appreciate you sharing